Nothing is too strange or too spooky in the suspenseful finale of Salem. Today we are joined by one of the stars of the show, Seth Gable, here with the spooktacular details. Good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie. Thank you for having me.
So Sunday night, it's going to be a big night for you for the Salem show finale. If for some reason people haven't been able to tune in to Salem, give us the background on what they've been missing.
Season 1 of Salem is all about the witch trials that we studied in high school. It takes place in the 1690s in Salem, Massachusetts. But what we imagine is that instead of Puritans running the witch trials, there were actually real witches running the witch trials and accusing people who weren't witches of witchcraft. And as a result, for each person that got convicted and executed as a witch, the witches became closer to completing what was called their grand rite, which is this process that would unleash hell on earth.
Oh my
and season 2 is all about the grand rite being completed and rival factions of witches coming from all over the world to Salem, Massachusetts to be the first to be responsible for bringing hell on earth. So it's incredibly high stakes and really intense, and the finale this Sunday is going to be even more so explosive, and we're going to find out if hell is actually unleashed on earth.
I know people are really excited about this finale. Seth, explain your role in the show and your character.
I play Cotton Mather, who was a real figure in history. He was a Puritan who was actually running a lot of the witch trials. It's an incredibly dynamic character. He's charged with finding out who the witches are and destroying them, but he unfortunately discovers that he's been killing the wrong people. And so he has this terrible existential crisis and becomes an alcoholic. He's also very obsessed with visiting brothels, which is not good for a reverend of his kind to do. But season 2, he begins to discover the truth of what's going on in Salem and sets out to stop that and teams up with John Alden, who's played brilliantly by Shane West, and some of the other characters on the show, and everything really hits the fan this Sunday.
So, I mean, what do you want your audience to get out of it? Because I feel like Salem it's really bold, for one. It's this imaginative story of the 17th century, and it really is so different than those supernatural other shows out there. So what are you hoping your audience gets out of this season and maybe the big finale?
Well, what I love about the show is that it takes these very extenuating circumstances. You know, there's this, the show I think is best described as a fantasy, and I think a lot of times people also want to describe it as a horror thriller, which it is. But what I love about it is there's Game of Thrones, which kind of represents English Arthurian legend, you know, King Arthur and all of that kind of metaphor is there. But we've never really had American fantasy. And I feel like what our show does is re-examine the history of America and the very birth of America and what it was founded on, and kind of turns that on its head and examines it. And so what I really want audiences to do is just join the ride of what it's like to be in an early American fantasy. And it's scary, and it's thrilling, and it's exciting, and it really makes you question and think about the principles that America was founded on.
It really does. Now, I know you don't want to give away too much because we've got everyone. We want everyone to tune in for the big finale on Sunday, but we really are excited for the finale and season 3. Any details you can spill maybe about season 3?
I don't want to spoil anything because everything will be revealed this Sunday, and you'll get a real clue as to what season 3 will be, which will be even more intense. What's so great about the show is that it builds upon itself. You really don't want to miss an episode. Because if you put that time in and watch everything, it's the perfect kind of binge-watching show because you get deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. There's no holding back at all. And so it's incredibly satisfying that the scope of everything just gets bigger and larger and more extreme without ever jumping the shark, if you will.
So you said it, good binge watching for sure, Salem, all the episodes. Yeah. Sunday night, what time should we be tuning in? I know it's on WGN.
WGN 10/9 Central, and WGN it used to be the Chicago WGN, now they've gone national and become WGN America. So check your local listings, and if your cable provider does not have it, please call them and tell them I need WGN America. I want to watch Salem.
All right, we are on it, Seth. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the success, and we look forward to seeing you in season 3. So great to have you on.
I would love that.
All right, for more on Salem, just log on to our website at fox4morningblend.com. Many people suffer from chronic pain every day. Up next, a new method that could have you being pain-free throughout your entire day.